YouTube, what's going on? Bear the Cheap back here with you today. Just a little BS session. Just want to catch up on a couple little things, get some things, going and have a little discussion. Probably going to be the last time you see the full beard, and it's coming off Thursday, tomorrow, on the Tres Amigos talk show at Santa Tama and Dino Propus, Texarkana. We got a charity going on for Officer 300, and put my foot in my mouth and said, hey, if we get to this dollar amount, we'll put the beard on the line. Well, we got past that number, and man of my word, I got to take it off. So Thursday, if you want to see me zip this down to bald face, tune in 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and join me, Tom and Dino. I wanted to talk about a few things. Reviewers, my style, pitfalls, red flags, things like that. I think some of the reviewers now are getting caught up in become best friends with the owners and yeah, I'm going to send you free stuff, and then you get that perfect review. And I've had a lot of reviews that were pretty darn perfect, but I'm the kind of guy that does the little nitpicky things that the companies need to know. I've also been the guy that goes behind closed doors with companies that are starting out and send paragraph after paragraph of things to improve on. Font, putting your stickers on straight, no bubbles in your stickers, the carrier blend was a little this or that, just those conversations behind closed doors before they even open up. And if you're one of the owners that I've talked to, please leave a thumbs up down in the comments to prove that I'm not wrong. I still like to talk to all these owners and tell them, hey man, great job. I enjoyed everything perfectly. Everything was good. A couple little things to work on this and that, you know what I mean? And normally the owners are pretty cool with your feedback as long as it's respectful both ways, back and forth. But what I see lately is almost every reviewer coming out there saying this is my top one, my top two, my top three. I've never had a butter that feels like this. There's no constructive criticism on the product. There's the labels can't be perfect, the blend can't be perfect. How did it feel after 2 or 3 hours? How long was this scent? Things like that. I want to know, how did your skin feel? What did your beard look like in the morning after you put the liquid butter or the regular butter in? I want to know these things. So in the future, we could understand what we want to buy a little bit more than just everything is rainbows and unicorn farts. You know what I mean? It can't be. Not every company is perfect. And even if it's a veteran company, there's going to be things you don't like. And, it's okay to express your opinion. I got this scent in. I thought I'd like it. It wasn't for me. Valid point. Scent is subjective. Things like that. But as far as bashing a company, that's kind of a YouTube rule, a reviewer rule. You talk to the owner first. I've had companies that sent me butters. Hey, I want you to try my liquid butter or my squeeze butter or something like that. I reach out immediately after I get the stuff. I've had 3 different occasions where I've had to go, hey man, you haven't sold this stuff yet, have you? No, why? Okay, well this, and this, I can't get it out, it's separated, it's too thick, it's too this and that. And they start back at the drawing board. Do I go on and make a video of, hey, couldn't get the liquid butter out of the container? No. There's kind of a rules, unspoken rules in YouTube that you kind of don't cross, and you take care of problems with the owners themselves. And if it's something new, like I was talking about, like, hey, I got a new squeeze butter, I want you to try it. Those are the conversations you need to have. But not everything is perfect. Not everything out of the gate is perfect. So, some of the reviews lately have been just everything's, rainbows and unicorn farts. It can't be. I'm very nitpicky. If you've watched any of my videos for any length of time, put the label on straight and put it on the bottle, centered on the bottle. So one next to the other and next to the other on the shelf, it doesn't look like this because I put all my companies together in a line. Little things like that. Font, is the font too dark on a dark background? These are the things that the companies need to know. Maybe you should lighten up the font so you can actually read it. Maybe the font's too small and you can't read it unless you got your spectacles on. It's things like that. I brought some combs out I wanted to talk about real quick. Everybody says Kent combs, Chicago combs, they're the best. They're expensive. They're $12, $14, $16. Nobody says why. You get these cheap ones at, when you go get your family picture, you get them for free. Why can't I use these? Well, they're mass produced. They're stamped and injected molded plastic. They got little barbs on them. They pull your hair out. the teeth are too tight, you get a good Chicago comb. The teeth are separate, the teeth are polished. I want to know why it's the best. Talk to me. Tell me why. I volunteer at high school for a trade school every year. I go in and I judge a senior class on electrical trades, and they always do PowerPoints. And if they read every single slide, I tell them at the end, I said, I can read the slides. You don't have to reread the slides to me. I want you to expand on each slide. I can go to the website and read everything about a product. You don't need to tell me, the exact scent profile, blah, 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 this and that every single time. I can go to the website and read it. Give me a nice overview. Oh, they changed the carrier oil to this carrier oil. Okay, why did they do that? Well, it's got antioxidants or the omegas and the fatty acids. Tell me why. Expand on it. Just don't put that verbiage out there. I can read all that stuff on the website. So, just to wrap up in a nutshell, yeah, I'm losing my beard. I'm a little nervous. I haven't seen my face since late 2010. So, just wanted to talk about a couple little things out there. That's about it. Chief out. Bye-bye.